What it do, what it do? Say, man, y'all know what it do, man. Still sitting back, still chilling, man. Keep on serving number quality game, man. Like we always gonna do, man. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man, we gonna sit back, man. Today, man, I told her to take a little trip, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, when I came to a real close partner of mine, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna really tell y'all his story. I'm gonna let him tell y'all his story. But you know what I'm saying? He a real 100% stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, when I say part of the culture, I mean 1,000% part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? They made a major transformation with everything he doing. You know what I'm saying? I saluted and I respected and I continue to stand right here with him and say, hey, man, we gonna continue to push, man. You know what I'm saying? He getting his little podcast thing going, and I'm gonna be a major part of making sure that he get it going because, like I say, man, my job is to be able to do what? Hand the ball off to somebody that's authentic, man. So, man, I ain't gonna say too much more, man. I'm finna let my guy, you know what I'm saying, introduce himself, man. And at the end of the day, man, I want y'all, you know what I'm saying, tap in and let me know what y'all think, man. So here it is, man.
Hey, what's good, man? My name is Lamont McFarland. I'm straight up out of East Dallas. With anybody out of Dallas, I'm quite sure y'all familiar, with what East Dallas is. But for those of y'all that don't, I'm from a neighborhood to where, at one time, everything was just pleasant for everybody. But, as the years go on, people start finding other things to do. And it's like the people who we look up to, they might be doing something they know we ain't got no business doing, but however, that's what we gravitated to because those are the people who we looked up to. I'm not gonna say I was the cornerstone piece of my neighborhood becoming blood because I'm not gonna never take it not for start something I know I didn't start or never started. But however, when it come down to rebuilding, I can say that I'm gonna be a major figure in the rebuilding process because I was a major figure in the destruction process. So, with that being said,
Nah, real talk, man.
I'm from a neighborhood, man. It ain't number bloods in the neighborhood I'm at, and in the surrounding neighborhoods, it wasn't nothing but Crips. However, I got so many Crip neighborhoods from living in a Crip neighborhood or two to where it was like wherever you living at those particular moments, it's just evident that that's what you're going to be in those areas, unless you just got bit by a different bug on a different scale. But however, I made a very ill decision. Well, I wouldn't call it ill because when I look back on it now, I believe I'll make that same decision with the hopes of getting away. Exactly. I grew up in a household where, if you got a brother, especially a brother, not mainly, so you got a brother and y'all go out and y'all chilling together. My little brother, he couldn't come in the house with a knot on his head or his eye, and I came in there looking like, hey, everything been going good for me. So, one day we just out enjoying ourselves the way kids do, and we committed a crime, but the crime led up to having a shootout, with Dallas police, right up on the Fairport ground.
Now, hold on, you telling me that, how old was you at this time?
16.
So at the age of 16, you mean to tell me that y'all had a full-fledged shootout with the police officer?
Absolutely.
Now, at that time when you was doing that, what was going through your mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing you rocking, but what was going through your mind when you was, you know what I'm saying, when this here transpired, man?
I mean, it's just like watching a movie, the way they show movies when they like playing things in slow motion. Everything going on at the moment with my situation was at fast forward because me and one of my childhood friends, who I'm not going to mention, we were standing out being watchouts due to the fact that we know that we weren't finna, we wasn't all that good at stealing cars, so to speak. So we was already in the stolen cars. That stolen car ran out of gas. God, I still don't know how to explain that to this day, but not to mention we was in a Crip neighborhood. I'm talking about we was literally like blocks away from Park Road. And at this time, the gang thing is like a virus. I mean, I'm talking about it's taking youngsters fast. Shit. And my neighborhood ain't too far from them, but I know I wasn't finna walk.
Right.
Walking was not an option. So we decided to steal some cars, which led to us, jumping over the fence of the Fairport grounds, and my little brother and another childhood friend, they did while me and my partner watching out. But What we do know is my little brother and his partner never had the firearms because me and my partner had them. So when I heard 2 shots and saw a white truck pull up, never seeing who the white truck was, never caring who the white truck was, but I heard 2 gunshots. So I instantly started returning fire, in which the white truck and more people started returning fire, which was undercover police and unmarked vehicles watching the parking lot of the State Fair grounds. It led to me, being certified as an adult at the age of 16 because I went ahead and signed a written statement that saved my brother and the other 2 people with me because some situations came out with, being in different interrogation rooms, and I'm getting facts about stuff that I know couldn't nobody but one person speak of. So I know the one person to speak of was the person that was with me. So I know y'all get the picture. And so I went ahead and, signed a written statement and took and eventually copped out for 25 years after being certified as an adult. But by being certified as an adult, man, still not understanding, hey man, boy, you in a world of trouble. You done got in a lot of trouble because
real talk.
as I tell my partner all the time, if the world knew consequences before actions, we'd be in a perfect society.
So you mean to tell, okay, so here it is. You got certified at 16. That's a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people really don't understand when we be having these conversations about like 15-year-old, 14, 13, 16. At that time, it was like an epidemic where, man, when you go to the juvenile system, everybody was up in there with capital murder, attempted capital. Like, so it was an era in Dallas where the youngsters were just wild and going wild. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't really get an opportunity to understand the game.
Let me just tell y'all something that's kind of funny while it's on my mind. Like he said, it was at a time where things were just going so tough for youngsters. I was getting a summer job one year, and I ran across a guy who I eventually ended up doing time with that they called Baby Wicked. But however, he and one of his associates supposed to have, before they got into each other, I met them to where when they seen me one day, both of them boys pull out big knots on me and asked me what was I doing up in PIC, which was the summer school, summer school program. And I'm just trying to get a job, but not knowing like my mama right behind me. So they like, man, you don't need no summer job, man. You can get with this right here. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get a job, but not knowing they know I really want to get with the knot. But however, my tea later right here, so now I wasn't going for that. Nah, not at all.
Real talk.
Moving forward, that just goes back to what Big Hom was speaking on concerning how the times was, to the way people are somewhat fascinated and kind of terrified of what Chicago is in 2021. Dallas, Texas was there times 2, maybe times 3 in the late 80s, early 90s. So,
but a lot of people they don't really understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really know our culture. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why, man, what I'm doing now, and the reason why I'm doing it, because I'm trying to get the people to understand that where we come from, and it's our job to get back out here and do the right thing, right?
For sure.
Now, you were certified at 16. You received 25 years. Now take us down this journey, because now you're going inside what we call a hellhole. You know what I'm saying? And the hellhole starts in our county. You know what I'm saying? But so man, give us a brief summary on your the bid, man.
Oh, in the process of being a juvenile and being certified and taking over the so-called chain of commands, I was sent to the county because I was 16, so there's a juvenile floor in the county. Oh man, shout out to my partner Ricky Zachary, man, Lil Zach, man, Kendrick Williams. It was just so many people, man. But we was out on the juvenile floor, and it wasn't nothing chaotic, because you gotta understand, when you got a whole entire floor with nothing but like people from the age of maybe 13, I know 14 for sure, on up into maybe 16. Y'all get the picture. I mean, I know y'all got kids, nephews, cousins, whatnot, but it was just so much of a wild situation where it never prepared me to the next trip I was about to take, because it was so fun, it was so wild, and I mean, you know, I know some of y'all have been in jail. Who care? Who give a damn about what's going on in jail? Also,
Yeah, real
what kind of
life.
rules they got going on as a 14, 15, or 16-year-old. But anyway, no, I got certified as an adult. I did that little still, and then now it was time for me to go to the penitentiary.
No.
Oh my God. And it's gonna sound so familiar, and I'm quite sure people who have spoken on their stories might have sick. I heard this story somewhat similar to this. Now, being in the place called diagnostic, which was the intake system, where one of the intake systems for people on their way graduating to the penitentiary at that time. I go in over now, you know, I'm new to this. You know, I'm 16 years old. As I'm going through the processes of me going through the psychology 1, psychology 2s, and now going to be processed to the unit that I'm going to. It's a long line of men or whatnot, you know.
Hold on one second, man. Yeah, we got that. Y'all got to hear the, you know, what we serving, man. Because this game is so authentic, man. But yeah, man. But yeah, go ahead, man. Keep on going.
I'm standing in line with a whole lot of other, you know, men waiting to go up in his room. Some people knew what the room was because they was already repeated offenders, but however, I wasn't. So I go in the room and I come out and know everybody, hey, what's going on? Yes, where you going? I'm happy because I'm good. You know, I don't feel threatened by nothing. I'm locked up. I know that, but at this time, at a 16-year-old, I don't really know that I'm really locked up. So I come out there, where you at? I tell them, hey, I'm gonna go to the Ferguson unit. I just heard nothing but goddamn, man, old bitch ass judge. I'm like, say,
Yeah, man.
what's up, man?
Yeah,
They
real
said, man,
talk.
they know they ain't got no business sending that little old boy down there. I'm like, what you mean, little old boy, nigga? I'm good. But that's not what it was.
Real life, man.
They was really trying to warn me about where I was going because they didn't have enough time to tell me what was gonna go on where I was going. So, you know, a couple of weeks later, I ended up going to this Ferguson unit. Like I say, I still got to enter some mindset concerning what I'm seeing, and then my mindset is what I saw on TV. So that's what I'm kind of groove with. So I thought,
Yeah.
you know, I go and I get processed into the unit, and as I get processed in the unit, I go to the first block they use to send people on if you're a minimum custody offender, which is going to be B block at the time. Well, when I went.
Yeah,
In 94.
Yeah, real
So
talk.
when I come in, I automatically put my stuff in the habit because I've been in the county so long. Well, juvenile, we don't have TVs. You know what I'm saying? We don't have radios to jam to. So when I saw a TV on, shit, I want to watch TV. Then whatsoever happened to be on TV at the time? Shit, the Power Rangers. I want to watch that. I go get on the front bench and watch TV. Shit, as I'm sitting on the front bench, I noticed one guy, you know, corner this end of the bench off. Another dude calling this end of the bench off, but they watching TV too. But shit, I know I ain't tripping. Them bodies sliding in on my ass. Shit, so I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they sliding in on your
So
ass.
I'm looking around, and as I'm looking around the day room, I'm noticing like, oh man, everybody down with the get down. But what is the get down though? You know what I'm saying? But hey, lo and behold, my partner, man, Steve Cluer's hobo say, as I turn my head to the right, because now it's got to the point to where they getting so close, I gotta look at somebody. Shoot. So I look and I'm like, and this dude just telling me, God damn, what you doing in the penitentiary, boy? Y'all get where I'm coming from? I'm 16. This is the childhood partner, one of the guys who I actually looked up to, which is a founding individual of, you know, what my neighborhood became. And as we talking, he have a crib homeboy. And they were like, you know him? He like, yeah, man, this is my little homeboy, whatever. But now I kind of see the tension in the day room done subsided because I didn't have no help coming from nowhere. Africa, Mexico, or the white boys. Because what I was about to go through, hey, that's what goes down.
Well, business.
They hipping me about this front bench, so I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, no, they let me know I'm good, but however, I'm trying to find out, like, it's a situation where you can't be good to sit on a bench. I don't know the rules. So I'm like, I mean, in my mind, I'm listening to them school, like, yeah, you know, they ain't gonna, because they see you. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, man, shit, man, nigga ain't gonna stop me from sitting nowhere. But I'm glad that was one of the times I had to be hard-headed.
Yeah, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen some hell of a things go on behind that front bench.
Y'all,
so, you know,
for real, man.
With that being said, man, the only thing I can say I regret about time is being away for my family for so long. But to land on that one particular unit first, I believe it prepared me for any other unit I could ever go to.
Yeah, for real, man. And, you know, like I was telling them, man, you know, we don't really glorify nothing that goes on the inside, but if you really went through what we went through, man, and you seen what we seen, it's only right that we be able to serve our story and be able to give out the real game about what done went on at that time, because that time was nothing like 20, 21, 20, 22, 20. No, it wasn't. Like, it changed so much within those times, because anybody that came to understand that, hey man, what it was really about, you know what I'm saying, and really and what we stood on, you know what I'm saying. But you know, I met you, you know what I'm saying, at that time. I met you at that time when I got there. I still remember, man, when we met, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man, when I met my guy, man, you know what I'm saying. And it's crazy because it was like when I seen him, it like we connected like instantly,
like,
bro. You know what I'm saying? It like we really had a connection instantly, man. But man, you know what I'm saying? Ever since then, we just been rocking, bro, and it's been real, man. But man, I want you to share to the people, like, when me and you met, how we met.
The situation was so wild because I pretty much knew of him before I ever laid eyes on him. Because the word on the unit was, yeah, man, some little nigga got these blue chucks. Now, y'all gonna understand why I say the unit speaking on somebody got these blue chucks, because when I hit that particular unit in 1994 or whatnot, the thing was, if somebody knew coming, you could have been gone 5-10 years already. But if you was one of them kind of, you know, savages, if somebody had some shoes that you liked and you wanted them,
oh man,
hey, you gonna have to represent them shoes to the fullest. And to wear a pair of what they considered free-wear shoes at the time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh man, it was a blessing. Cause say them boys want them shoes. So when I heard about it, I'm like, God damn, man, nigga finna have to get out for these bitch ass shoes, man. And then, you know, my young mind is, fuck that nigga coming up in the bit with some blue chucks. So anyway, he want to get them home too. But you know, that was just some adolescent shit. But man, but me and you, man, it was like the day you came on the block, boom. If for some reason, nobody shies away from nobody coming on. I guess nobody shies from a freshman.
Real talk.
You know, because when you hit the block, that's what you consider that as, especially when you knew. So, our heads is like this. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't know whether to just keep looking at them or look straight ahead. Which is, I look straight ahead because I'm like, God damn, I'm looking at my peripheral, seeing all these dudes watch me or whatever. And then, now it's my time to go to that with this guy. He come in, he got his stuff. The officer let me know, hey, you're going to be on 2 soon. So as he going up the steps, I already heard people. I said, damn, man, this nigga finna have to get out for the shoes. But lo and behold, the name that he came down there with, at that particular time, he had older people over there that knew his family. I'm talking about from his neighborhood, for real. And they was like, I'm hearing people like, shit, nah, baby boy, hell no. But if y'all want to fight, he got you. So I'm like, oh, shit. That nigga got some people ready to squabble for him. Or my homeboy them just schooled me. But no, he came out there, man. Man, we just, after he talked to the older dude, they was letting him know who the youngsters was. But that was smart of them older dudes, because I can actually say I was groomed by some real older individuals back in them times, what made me not make the mistakes that youngsters coming in the system is now making. You know, far as in being loud, far as in like bringing my lifestyle in a penitentiary with me. Mm-hmm. No, it's like mainly about cities. And what's crazy about that is, it's neighborhoods that you probably didn't get into with in society. Oh, y'all pass it up in here now. Y'all might be with y'all own sex, whether you from Oak Cliff, West Dallas, North Dallas, East Dallas, whatever. Y'all gonna be with your own sex, but at the end of the day, it's all Dallas.
Facts.
That's why I don't understand the things that the youngsters got these days called ops. Because a lot of times you're going to dislike somebody because one of your homeboys dislike them.
Man.
You're going to want to kill somebody because one of your homeboys made mention that they want to kill somebody. But just go back in time. I met him or whatnot, man. Everything was so good because they put him 2 cells down from me. And when we clicked, even though at that time, the soldiers automatically let me know that he was a Crip, but my mindset, like I say, from learning in a short time that, hey, man, you got to grow up overnight. Literally. You literally have to grow up overnight. Because when I say they going to come, they didn't come to me hard. They came to me, but however, it was all about what you're going to do, not versus say, man, you're going to have to now. They were like, what you going to do, man? Because it ain't nothing but, Crips on this, whatever. But in my mind, I'm like, shit, what does that have? So what? What they got to do with me?
Yeah, real talk.
But by the time he came out, I was just always known as the little cool dude out of East Dallas.
East Dallas.
And when I met him, we just linked up, man. And it's like, they tried him. But, man, we went on the rec to go play basketball. But I'm working at the time because, like I say, I'm trying to, get my little frame up the way I see everybody else who I'm looking up to and whatnot. But, he was a hooper. I got to ask, my lungs ain't going to let me do no hooping. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm over there, doing my little lifting weight things and whatnot. I just heard a pop, pop. And then I hear people, oh, the little young nigga out there doing it. Say, and really and truly, I missed the other 99 plus fights. Because while I was over there with him, that was the only fight I knew him to ever have to where it was like he was really pretty much letting people know, hey, man, I'm on deck, man. I'm in the building. Because I ended up leaving, maybe 2 years later. But the reason, not to glorify the unit, I just learned so much from that unit to where it wasn't nothing nobody could tell me or say to me far as in like putting a fashion on me or trying to game me out of nothing or put me up on some game that I wasn't, hip to or hip with or gonna be a part of. But however, that unit, man, it's a majority of doing time is all mental. People feel like, because you can squabble that make you. I know, man. I've locked up all the time. I probably had 12 fights, but I've been gone with people that have been gone 25, 28, 32 years. They never had a fight.
Yeah. Because
it's all about your character down there. Mm-hmm. Whether you black, white, Mexican, Asian, because everybody not looking at you as no prized possession or somebody who they feel like they can get over on just because of your aura. Mm-hmm. And that's why I say a lot of time people ask for what they don't be looking for. Mm-hmm. And that unit got surprises for ages or whatnot. I just made sure I didn't fall victim to them. But my mindset right now is just like, I respect what my homie doing because that's something I had been wanting to do with like a couple of, individuals, because a lot of people I've been doing time with, we have came home and we have connected to where everybody's doing something positive. It might be a handful of people that fell the wayside and maybe rest in peace, with that situation right there, but everybody doing something. But when I seen him do this, like I say, that's still part of my like adolescent mind stage they can kick in from time to time, because I'm like, nigga, I'm a damn full Crip now. No, fighting like a bitch. What he going trying to, enlighten somebody? But
and you know what though? Like right there, man, I think that will make me really go hard and do it. Because I be hearing people say things like, damn, homie, I can't believe he trying to tell the kids, bro. Man, you was a damn fool, man. You were down there cripping hard.
Your vision. But when people's vision are not like yours, just as myself, we can end up thinking, man, you gotta. And for anybody who gonna end up looking at this, video or whatnot, man, I just call it ace and a spade, man. Blacks was born with hatred in their heart.
Facts, man. Facts.
Blacks were born with hatred in their heart. Because not everybody, but you can see somebody doing something so righteous, but because you believe that you're righteous, you feel that they are a hypocrite to what they got going on.
Facts, man. Real talk, though.
But we all go through something in life which bring about a mindset of change, which is what happened to Big Homie. And I respect that because you know what? It's a lot of people out of his hood my hood and other people's hood. They don't give a damn about what the youth got going on out there.
Thanks.
That goes back to that hatred heart, and it's just that selfish mentality, but to each their own. But my mindset now is like, I'm always trying to paint pictures to younger people to understand, like, man, I don't want nobody to ever go through what I went through.
Right,
and not
right.
saying that the penitentiary took me bad or took me fast or nothing like that. It's just that me making that one decision because of how I grew up and because of what's instilled in a person through your family. You got to understand, family values can be good, but family values can be bad. That's why it's always good to go into who you are going to be, because you can't be your mama, you can't be your daddy, you can't be your granddaddy, you can't be your grandmama. You got to be you. Because whatever path you make for yourself, God willing to allow you to be of an age to have a path to travel, you got to be you at all times. And me believing, damn, motherfucker shooting my brother. Or, man, my brother might have got shot. My mind just went blank. Because a sober just like me, like I was sober when I committed to crime, but I'm just like, that ain't what I woke up and do, but that's normal in Dallas, Texas. Not to try to, cause I don't never want to do no glorifies nothing, but it's like, cause a lot, like he be trying to explain about, he don't speak on other cities about or what other cities got going on because he's trying to learn and understand other cities to branch out and know how to help other individuals.
Exactly.
My situation, it's like, I was like, damn. Boom. I don't think I know. I couldn't go back home with my little brother breathing hard from being chased by a law that was shooting at him, let alone shot or killed by one. So it was really like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. You know, so within life, that's why a lot of, I have met a lot of people where they try to change them nerve radius fast with their kids because it can be good and it can be bad.
Exactly. That's fast.
And with me making that one decision, it cost me almost 21 years of my life. But I'm cool with that today at 43. And I can say that because I could have been dead. And I hate to use that as an excuse. I swear to God I do. I hate to use me being locked up save my life. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to call an ace and a spade. Because the path I was going on, that's it was leading on to them two things. Because like I said, it kept me there. But I did go to the penitentiary, man. And I'm always not wanting to see nobody go to that. Because I done had little young partners after me. And it's like, people don't be understanding. But we all got to go through our adolescent stage of what we got going on. But once you truly understand yourself, let me say that, because a lot of people mind play tricks on them. But once you truly understand yourself, man, it ain't nothing that nobody can get over on you on. It ain't nothing nobody can come and tell you. Like, you might have about an 8 man say, boy, I got a nice little lick set up. I'm 43 right now. Man, look, you can't even come talk to me about a lick.
Real talk, homie.
A lick. Man, I work every day. Guess sometimes I don't even like going to work. But I go. I'm going to go till I can't go no more because I know one thing. Nobody in society is ready for the streets because you know why? We're not the streets.
And that's what, and like when I sit back and I watch you, bro, and like I don't watch you grew home, I don't watch everything. But now when I reconnect with you, I'm watching like the stuff that you're doing for it. Like you work 2 jobs, you make dominoes. I mean, we got some things here that, you know what I'm saying, that he do, man. We got, he can make dominoes however you want them. And it's like the mindset that you have a mindset now of, I understand. I know why I made a mistake at. When I get back out here, I gotta really get myself together. And like you always tell me, man, you gotta keep up the good work. Because guess what? Just like I always say, I know where I made a mistake at. He always say he know where he made a mistake at. So by him knowing that can be that split second we can change a child's life to where they won't make the same mistake that you made, that I made.
And
You get what I'm saying?
It's about educate them on establishing an understanding. Like I say, because this outward, man, it kills me.
For real, man.
It kills me.
Everybody want an out, and everybody want somebody to hate them.
You are calling another human being a op. I still don't get it. Instead of you just acknowledge that's a human being you have a problem with, or that's a human being your homeboy or homegirl may have a problem with. Them the ones I'm trying to reach bad, man, because they understanding on what life is to be is completely gone.
Facts, man.
Even as a grown man, I know I can probably dislike somebody or whatnot. I know somebody that I associate with can probably dislike somebody or whatnot. But I promise you, if they make mention to me about it, I'm not going to dislike that other person because they do.
Facts, man. Now, I think that's one of the main things, too, man, that people get in their mind. Hey, man, because you don't like a person does not mean that I don't like a person. Because some of the time, I might not even know the person. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's why I like to deal with the youth, man, because these are the things that I try to program into their head on a consistent basis. When we go to the colleges and speak, this is what I talk to the colleges about. We just spoke to the lawyers and the criminals, you know what I'm saying? So these are the things that we trying to program into these kids' head, right? Because my thing is, I never seen so many kids that jump off the porch and the first thing they look for is, hey, that's my op, or say, see him? He hate me.
Because peer pressure is serious, but peer pressure is wicked because a lot of kids go through peer pressure without even knowing it.
Facts, man. Facts.
That's why you hear people make those statements about, oh, whatever my partner do, whether he wrong or right, he'd be right in my eyes. Wait a minute, what did you just say? You just said, whether your partner right or wrong, he's right in your eyes. And somebody please tell me in the comment, man, or what that means.
Nah, real talk, bro.
Cause
if he wrong, he wrong. When you sit down with your partner, you supposed to be able to say, bro, you wrong. Now, if you continue to do whatever you do, you got to understand there's consequences behind what you say and what you do, right? So people got to get that misperception in their head as well. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, man. So I really understand what you're saying. That's why, man, I really wanted to have this little brief. It's a brief interview, man.
Man, this is good for the young and the old, man, because a
Real
lot
talk.
of people believe because you get older in age, that makes you wise and grown. Man, you still got some people out of our age that's dumb than you know what, you hear me? So with that being said, like I say, I'm open for trying to reach anybody, man, that's want to be communicated with. Because the thing I know, if you don't want to be dealt with, you're not going to open no door for nobody to come in and deal with you. So I get all that.
Man, yeah, real talk, my guy. Real talk, man. Yeah, man, like I said, man, I know my guy, he got to go to work, bro. But I told him, man, I'm going to pull up on him. You know what I'm saying? We going to sit down and serve the game because he got some professional game to serve. You know what I'm saying? And that's point blank period. He going to forever serve professional game. So with that being said, man, look, man, y'all know what time it is. We going to post them dominoes and we going to post keychains. And you know, this is part one. I got a part two coming with him. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I had a part two is because we finna help him get into the podcast game. We finna help him get everything that he's trying to do together because that's what I do. This is what I do in real life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I know I made that decision as a youngster to be a parasite to East Dallas, but I want to uplift my hood because I know I'm the reason why my hood the way it is.
Facts,
and
man. Facts, homie.
If I can do that with my hood, I can branch out into other hoods and do the same thing.
Facts, man. Facts.
I want to be able to have a car like Nipsey Hussle to where my feet can touch any city, any block, any territory.
Facts,
I do.
Man. Facts. Real talk, man.
But, you know.
Nah, real talk. That's why I say, man, we continue to serve number quality game, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. You know. But like I was telling y'all, man, what I do it from the heart, homie. I can connect with who I want to connect with. I can roll around my city and connect with anybody, man. Because my name is good in my city, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's because of respect that I show. So that's the respect that I get. You see what I'm saying? So, and all I'm trying to do now is move in a positive way. I try to show the kids that I deal with is that it doesn't matter where you're from. You are a human. You are a human. So everything I do, man, I do it for a reason, bro. I don't just do it just because I want somebody to look at me. I do it because I feel like I can save somebody, man. But, man, like I said, man, I'm going to let y'all kind of go for a second, man. But, yeah, man, my guy, Lamont McFarland, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, he's a super real one. He a super, super, super real one, man. And we gonna get that podcast going, cause he got some things going. You know, he gonna come in with me sometime. We gonna do the speaking engagement at the colleges with me. Hey man, we just doing what we supposed to do for the community, man. You know what I'm saying? And get what? You heard what he said. His whole hood is what? Bloods. So he is stamped. It's in, you know what I'm saying? As a blood, bro. But when you connect with real people, it does not matter about a color. You don't see colors when you see real people, man. You see real people, man, that's trying to make a change. Come on, homie. But with that being said, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer because, you know, my guy, he got to go to work, man. And but say, man, you know, cause we didn't get into the brief that, you know, my nigga got his own spot. See, he still got his own spot, man. Got his own cars. He everything. Everything. He doing great. And we just finna make it get greater. So with that being said, man, hey, man, I'm going to leave y'all, man. But I'm going to let him say a couple words before he burn.
Man, I appreciate everybody listening to you know, what I had to say. And if y'all got some comments, hey, leave them. And, you know, if I can respond to them with a time and fashion. And my thing is, there is no such thing as disrespecting me because I go right charge to the bullshit. So, you know, if you want to holler at me.
Oh, man, I go right charge to the bullshit.
I got a bunch of, you know, positive stuff going on because I want to be able to let people understand me first and then show that I'm willing to take the same chances that they willing to take if they want to take their path in a different direction because I can't never go backwards no more, ever. But I leave y'all as I can with nothing but respect, and I hope y'all got some out of what I had to say. You know, hoping I get some out of y'all comments or whatnot. But, man, it's all about pushing forward, man, and just staying out the way while being in the way.
That way. Quality game over every game, Jack.